I'm back here again for another video. I hope everyone is having a good Memorial Day weekend. Let me know what you guys are doing this Memorial Day. Are you going to be cooking out? We're going to be cooking out later. We're going to be cooking some bacon burgers on the grill, so I'm really looking forward to that. But I wanted to do a video today, and this is kind of a spontaneous video. I just finished watching the Little Rascals movie. I've been wanting to watch that movie for a while now. It's a movie that I used to love. I grew up watching it. I actually saw the Little Rascals movie before I saw the classic Little Rascals, the classic black and white shorts. And it's one of my favorite movies, and I just finished watching it, and I thought, why not I do a video showing off my Little Rascals and Our Gang VHS and DVD collection. I did a video showing all these off years ago on my channel, and I thought I would do a new one because I love the Little Rascals. I love classic comedies like classic comedy shorts like the Little Rascals, Our Gang. I also love Laurel and Hardy, the Three Stooges. I've done videos showing off my collections of all the films, all the videos and DVDs that I own of all the comedy teams years back on my channel, and I thought I would start doing that again. And so I thought I would start by doing a video showing off my Little Rascals VHS and DVD collection. But let me know down below. I know a lot of you guys probably grew up with the Little Rascals movie, but if you haven't, let me know what you guys think about it, and let me know if you grew up watching the classic comedies, the classic black and white comedies, or if you grew up watching the silent comedies as well. I know some people, really enjoy those. I do enjoy the silent comedies as well. I think they're really, dumb. But of course, when I first got introduced to Little Rascals, it was from the 1994 movie. And then I moved on and I started watching the classic comedies. So anyway, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So first, I'm going to start off with the VHSs, and I'll start off with the Little Rascals. Like I said, this was my introduction to the Little Rascals. I absolutely love this film. It has all the characters, and in my opinion, they could not have picked better actors to portray the characters. You really feel like this movie really feels like another, classic. It feels like you're watching a classic Little Rascals short. Only it's a movie, and it's a '90s film, and I think that this is one of the best. Taking a classic TV show and turning it into a movie, I think this is one of the best ones. I think that they really captured, the everybody in the group, all the kids together, Alfalfa, Spanky, Darla, Buckwheat, Speedy, of course. I think that they just really captured them, all the kids looked like them, they acted like them, and, it really showed their friendship, because they were all, of course, really good friends in the classic show, and they did everything together. And it also sort of had that thing of, they were all doing things themselves. Like, you never really saw any parents a whole lot in this movie. You saw them a little bit, but for the most part, they did everything themselves. Like, like in this one, they have the race car, and they want to win the race, and unfortunately, it gets stolen by Butch and Wime, who are other characters, older characters from the show. They were part of the Our Gang comedies. There's a scene where they're all coming together and building building the car again, and it's just such a great movie. It's a classic one. I need to get it on Blu-ray. I don't know why. It's just one movie that I've had on VHS for years, and I've just never gotten it on Blu-ray. But yeah, I absolutely love this film. And like I said, it was my introduction to the Little Rascals, and yeah, it's just a great film. So now I'm going to move on to a couple of VHS sets that I own. This first one is the Our Gang set, and this was actually the first VHS collection that I ever got of the original classic Our Gang comedies. As you can see, they come together like this. I believe this used to come in a box. I don't know what happened to my box. Actually, yes, I do. I actually did see the box at Goodwill a while back, and I don't know, for some reason I didn't get it. I don't know why, because I would have liked to have the original box, because I used to have the box for this set, and I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, this set's got a few. I'm going to turn them like this and show you guys. The first one has got the Our Gang story, which is a really great documentary. It goes through, the Our Gang, the classic Our Gang short films, and it goes on to, when the Our Gang and the Little Rascals specials ended. And it's got great interviews, and it's just an all-around great, it's just a great documentary. And then I'll show you guys the back of these. This is how they look, and then there's all they're on the back. Oh, next we have Little Rascals' Greatest Hits. You got Alfalfa, Spanky, and Darla right there on the front. And that just has a ton of their best episodes. And then Little Rascals Varieties. Again, Alfalfa and Darla right there. And then we have the Our Gang Comedy Festival 1, which just has clips from the short films and the actual, the Our Gang and Little Rascals, when they had sound. And then Our Gang Comedy Festival Part 2. Now, I actually have some weird memories of this one right here that I'll share. In the Our Gang Comedy Festival 1, they had clips of the short Bear Shooters. And in comedy festivals like this, they don't show the entire episodes. They're just different clips from different episodes of a series. I know they did one for the Three Stooges and Laurel and Hardy and other comedy, classic comedies. But in this one, it shows the clips that they did not include in Part 1 for the episode Bear Shooters. And there's one episode where if you don't know what the episode is, it's basically just the gang is going on a camping trip, and there are two guys there. I guess they're hiding from the police, and they want to scare the kids out. So one of them dresses up as a gorilla, and when they're first introduced to the gorilla, he comes up behind them sitting at a table, and they all get up and run except for Farina, who is sitting there at the table, and it looks like the ape picks up a knife and stabs him in the back. If you guys have seen the episode Bear Shooters, you guys know what I'm talking about. It looks like he does. He doesn't because he's fine. Like, it looks like, because in the next scene, the guy in the gorilla suit picks him up and lays him down next to the tree, and then he wakes back up almost as if he fainted. So it's obvious that he just fainted. Like, he didn't actually stab him. But in Comedy Festival Part 1, it doesn't show that scene, but in Part 2 it does. And it's literally just a scene of, it just shows the scene of the gorilla come up behind him, or the guy in the gorilla suit come up behind him, and it looks like it stabs him, and then the scene ends. And I never saw that episode until years later, and then I saw the full episode, and I never understood why it looks like he stabs him in the back with a knife, because he doesn't, he just passes, Farina doesn't get stabbed, he just passes out. So I don't know why. I don't know. For those of you who grew up watching Our Gang and Little Rascals, let me know. Did you think that he got stabbed in the episode? Because when you were a kid watching this, because I don't know why they edited it to include just up until that point in this one. It was just so weird because it just shows him. It just looks like he gets stabbed, and they fade to black, and it goes to another clip of another episode, and it's just so weird, and it really scared me as a kid. Of course, now that I'm older, I saw the full episode, and I know that's not what happens. He doesn't get stabbed, but still. Alright, now the next set I'm going to show is the Little Rascals box set, which has 5. It's the Little Rascals funniest episodes, and it's got 5 tapes in it. First one is, 3 tape right here. There's a shot of Alfalfa, and then there's Darla right there. I'll show you guys the rest of the artwork on these. These are the class. I mean, I prefer Little Rascals over Our Gang. I love Alfalfa. I love Spanky. I love Darla. Because, of course, I grew up with the Little Rascals movies, so I prefer the Little Rascals episodes over Our Gang episodes, and I prefer, characters like Alfalfa, Spanky, Darla, Porky and them over the classic Our Gang episodes. I prefer the Little Rascals episodes. This one has Bear Shooters on it right there, as you can see at the top, and I actually saw the episode for the first time in full on this tape. Then we have this one right here. Just has a few. This also has a couple of these silent episodes, like this one has Sundown Limited. And I really like the artwork for these. The only thing that's kind of funny is that the artwork on some of these aren't even on. Like this image right here is not from any of the episodes on this tape. So I thought it was kind of weird that they included, images from other shorts that aren't even on that particular tape or something. I've noticed that in a lot. This one right here. This one has those episodes right there. But this scene right here is from the Our Gang Our Gang Follies of 1938, which is a great episode. This is what this image is from, but it's not on this tape. And I've noticed that in a lot of like comedy, like same thing with like the Three Stooges or Laurel and Hardy. Sometimes on the front of the covers of the tapes or the DVDs, it'll have an image from an episode that's not on that tape or DVD. Here's the last one in the set, which again has an image that's not from any of the episodes on this one. This one has a Little Papa, which is really good, and Sprucing Up, which I really, really like that episode. That's one of my favorite ones from this set. But yeah, this is a pretty cool set. I'll put them back in later, but here's the front of the set right here. Good image of them. There we go. But yeah, it's a great set. It's got a lot of great episodes, and like I said, I think it's kind of weird that sometimes they'll have like an image from an episode that's not part of that DVD or tape. Next one is this one right here, which just has two episodes, Fish Hooky and Spooky Hooky. Fish Hooky has the original, it has the original Our Gang characters, like it has Chubby and Farina, and then it also has Alfalfa, Spanky, and Darla. So it has both of the the original Our Gang characters, and as well as the Little Rascals in it as well. So it's kind of like cool one. And then Spooky Hooky is a good one as well. That's on this tape. Pretty cool. And the last one, I like this one. Little Rascals, and this one has a few good episodes in it. It has that Sprucing Up episode, or whatever it's called. Sprucing Up, excuse me. It has that episode, which I really like that one. And that image is from the Kid from Borneo, which is on this tape. But yeah, I just love these classics. Alright, I'm going to move on to the DVDs. Now this first DVD is the same as, let me see if I can find it. I don't see it right now, but this DVD has 3 episodes that are on one of the tapes in that VHS set that I showed. And then again, it has this image right here, which isn't even in one of these any of the 3 episodes that are on this DVD. Then we have this DVD right here, and I think I just saw it. Yep, here's the tape right here, which is part of the box that I showed, and it has the same 3 episodes. Again, this image right here is not from any of those 3 episodes, but. And then we have the Little Rascals Varieties, which was part of the Our Gang VHS set that I showed. But this has clips from a lot of really, really great episodes. And then I have this Little Rascals and Our Gang 2 DVD set, which just has 4 hours of just a ton of great episodes. So I'll show you guys I want to say the 2 DVDs have different images on them, so I'll show them. There we go. So yeah. So there we go, guys. That is my complete Our Gang and Little Rascals collection. And like I said, I was just inspired to do this video because I just watched the Little Rascals after years of not watching it, and I absolutely love that movie. And I just wanted to do a video just showing off, plus I haven't done a video showing off my Our Gang and Little Rascals DVDs in in years. Sorry, I'm really sweating. It's really hot in here. After this, I'm gonna turn my air conditioner on. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think, and let me know if you grew up watching the Little Rascals or Our Gang, and let me know what you think about the episodes because I know that they're all classics. Like I said, I prefer the Little Rascals. Like I prefer Alfalfa, Spanky, and Darla over the older Our Gang. But I do enjoy the older Our Gang comedies. With Chubby and Farina and Butch. Um, I thought it was kind of funny if how in the original Our Gang series, Butch is not a bully, yet in the Little Rascals movie, he is. Um, and I thought it was kind of funny how they had him a bully in that one. Um, but they also had other characters from the original Our Gang series in the Little Rascals movie, like they had Mary Ann, who was a main character in the original Our Gang comedies. But anyway, guys, let me know which one do you prefer. Do you prefer the Little Rascals with Alfalfa, Spanky, Darla, or do you prefer the classic Our Gang? And also, just let me know if you grew up watching these or if you haven't. And let me know if you've ever, and if you haven't seen any of the Little Rascals or Our Gang comedies, I highly recommend them because they're really great comedies. They're really great. They're just, a show about young kids just getting into mischief, and I really love shows that just have young kids just doing everything themselves basically, and just having fun and getting into mischief. I really like that. I really like the innocence of being a little kid and feeling like that you can do anything or whatever. And I think that the Little Rascals and Our Gang really captures that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to turn my air conditioner on because I am super hot right now. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day. Let me know what you guys are doing for Memorial Day down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.